Surveying a planet is rather a simple mission, but sometimes there are complicating circumstances like being sent to survey a planet with aggressive sentinels, hostile creatures, or extreme weather planets, etc. So what do? GoodGuysFree here, let's get started. Since it's a relatively simple mission, many times its rewards are not going to be so great, but it's still an easy mission to do most of the time. After warping to the relevant system, just land on the marked planet and follow the instructions on the bottom right panel. It doesn't matter if you do things out of order, but for this video I ran things pretty much in order. If you are on a harsh weather planet, you can do several things. First, you can summon your Minotaur exosuit if you have it. Then you can exit, scan stuff, and return to the suit before critical exposure and wait for the life support to replenish. Another thing you can do is just keep recharging your life support and hazard protection. This won't help in a hurricane though. For this you really do need the Minotaur. What about hostile creatures or aggressive sentinels? I'll get to that, please stay with me. Of course, you can find shelter in caves, buildings, and sometimes underwater. First, you are asked to scan 5 minerals. Remember that caves and water bodies contain minerals that don't usually appear elsewhere. If you can't find a cave, use the scan mode and look for things that you know indicate underground items like underground relics, etc. If there's water nearby, dive in. There are minerals that appear in water and not outside. Scan 5 of them, and the game asks you to scan creatures. Using the scan mode, look for the red dots and scan them. Again, remember that water contains creatures that don't appear on land. After scanning 5 creatures, you are asked to scan 7 plants. And once again, caves and water contain plants that don't appear outside. Remember that you can scan the red oxygen plants, the yellow sodium plants, and the blue deuterium plants. Another useful thing to remember is the fact that some planets have hazardous flora that look the same but are different species, so check them out. And while we're talking about hazardous flora, did I mention caves already? Yeah, caves, man! But the hazardous flora in caves is not scannable, so don't bother. Once this is done, you are now asked to use the survey device to find planetary hotspots. Hotspots themselves are out of scope for this video, but let's see how to find them. Normally, when you install the analysis visor, and if you didn't have the blueprint and started this mission, the game will give you the blueprint. You can go into scan mode, and while holding the scan mode control, use 1 and 3 keys on PC or left-right pad to switch the scanner until you hit the power, mineral or gas scanner. If you're lucky and the hotspot you're looking for is within about 350 U, you'll see this. Turn left, right, until both sides are pulsing, and then start going in that direction. If you have a good riding companion, you can use the scanner while that companion is moving, which is very useful. It's also going to make any hostile creatures ignore you. Unfortunately, it doesn't help against aggressive sentinels. So what can you do? Well, this video on your screen explains what to do with sentinels in general, and aggressive ones as well. In short, the best way to deal with them is to disable them, but that's in that video. Alright, what if the next hotspot I am searching for is too far away? Well, here you're going to use your ears. See here? When the hotspot is to my right, I hear these pings on the right. If I turn too much to the right, the pings and pulses appear on the left. But it sounds different when it's in front. This sound cue is available even when the hotspot is too far to see the visual indication. So put on your headphones, hold the scan mode control and listen. When you hear the ping, turn a little towards it. Do this again until you hear the ping on the other side. Then turn back, but in smaller steps until you hear this. Now you have the direction, go get it. When all of this is done, you need to place down a signal booster and use it. It will mark the nearby upload station. Pick up the signal booster and fly out there to find the terminal. In this case, I had to break into the facility, which brought on some sentinels. But don't worry, once you go inside, they won't attack you, and you just need to do your business and upload. Then either fight the sentinels if you feel like it, or just wait for the sentinel force to deactivate. That's it. Fly to space and summon the anomaly. Go to the Nexus and claim your rewards. If you found this useful, hit like and consider subscribing. If you want to see other Nexus mission videos, click this on your screen. GoodGuysFree here, and I'll see you again soon.